And we are live. What's good, people? How you doing? It is your man, DL Saint. I know I've been missing in action. We had family emergency jumped off, and I had to go take care of business because that's what you do. Family first, always, y'all, always. So I was tied up for about 5 days, 5.5 days doing that, and then when I got done doing that, I went to Miami. I was in Miami Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because a brother need to relax, and I like relaxing in Miami. So what's up with y'all? How y'all doing? I hope all is well. Um, I know people are excited about the show coming up later on this evening. When we're gonna have Rook on, we're gonna be talking about the history of warrior women. Telling y'all that show is definitely gonna be fire. And that show is for Miss Globe Girl because she suggested it actually when the last time Rook was on. And we're Rook and I decided, well, it was mostly Rook, and I just agreed that once a month we're gonna bring him on and we're gonna be talking about all sorts of historical uh stuff, bro. There's all sorts of stuff, right? This time is warrior women. We've already talked about Black pharaohs, talked about the 25th dynasty, uh, and we talked about the Nubians, the Kushites. It's a deep dive, but like my man Rook is 100% on point with his thing. So yeah, I'm grateful, more than grateful, to have the brother helping me out, doing everything he can so we can grow this channel and get stuff out, man. It's like the title says, man. I really want to know. So I really, really want to know when it comes to history. I'm a history buff. When it comes to politics, man, I'm a political head. When it comes to sci-fi and when it comes to geek stuff, man, y'all be geeking with the top dogs. You know what I mean? It scares them sometimes. I walk in the room, they think they're gonna get robbed. Like, no, man, I really want to talk about Battlestar Galactica. I ain't trying to rob nobody. You know what I mean? But it's amazing. So yeah, I've been gone, but I'm back. I'm about to hit it hard, like like I'm supposed to. Shout out to Suzette Speaks. Even during my little hiatus, I was able to jump on her stream. We were talking about the brother uh, who was shot multiple times by law enforcement. I think it was in Akron, Ohio. I forget the brother's name. We talked about that show. I was able to jump on her show, and we had that discussion, which was a really, really good discussion. We had brother Nathan was on there. I think his name is Nathan or Nathaniel. He's a police officer in Georgia. Cool brother. You know what I mean? And I was able to jump on that. And last night I was on the Melanie King show. And so that was cool. They had a topic about dating, settling, or going for what you really want, kind of thing. Follow your heart. So I jumped on there, and had an interesting conversation, man. So it was fun. So shout out to you, Melanie King. Thanks for having me on. I know you got 1,000,001 people, dudes mostly, trying to get on there and quote unquote shoot their shot. Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but I do appreciate the conversation because it was pretty cool. Miss AKA Lady, what's good? Hey. Stepped in real quick to show some love. Thank you very much for that. Almost sat out on SOS. Yeah, she almost sent an SOS out to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate the love. Yeah, if I disappear like that, it's 95% there's something going on with family or someone that's close to me, and I'll go take care of business. So if I disappear like that, I'm either helping family or the military recalled me and then sent me out to some faraway land to do some mission. Which we both know ain't gonna happen because I'm old now. Like as I speak right now, my shoulder and my hips are hurting. You know what I mean? It is what it is. This is what happens when you get old. So yeah, y'all. I was on Melanie King last night. Go support her. She's doing some pretty cool stuff over there, and definitely support Suzette Speaks. She's doing big things on her platform. I'm always over there. Suzette has always been there helping a brother out. You know what I'm saying? Giving me the cheat codes, telling me and sharing with me her experience in this YouTube world, and she is definitely invaluable. You talk about adding value. She's added so much value to me and what I'm trying to do with this page. So shout out to you, Suzette, wherever you are. Shout out to you, Miss AKA Lady, for always being there. You know what I'm saying? One of my day ones. I ain't ever gonna forget that. So yeah, looking forward to later on, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have Rook on here. We're gonna be talking about female warriors. Um, man, I'm excited about that one. That's gonna be fun. So today, why am I on here now? Right, and you see the title, "Rise of the Sugar Daddy." Rise of the Sugar Daddy. Right? It's it is what it is. I reckon it is what it is. Nigerian flex in the house, fresh and fit. Dallas, what's good? Morning, good morning to you, bro. How's it going? How's it feeling? I see y'all doing big things, man. I'm keeping my eye on you. You know what I mean? I see what's going on. And the journey y'all on, bro, I'm telling you, not only is it gonna be fulfilling, not only are you gonna learn so much, but you know what I mean, you're doing what I'm always every chat I leave on Fresh and Fit, what do I say? Keep leading from the front. That's what y'all doing right now, man. Y'all leading from the front. Keep doing that. You know what I mean? Keep doing that. So that's what's up, man. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. So let's get right to it. I'm just gonna pull up the quick little screen share and hold on. All right, just making sure. Somebody was texting me. I want to make sure it wasn't nothing too crazy. So yeah, Yahoo Lifestyle. Yahoo Life United Kingdom. This is where this article came from. I read this a couple days ago. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. Hold on, let me exit this screen. Let me pull this off and let me go back. All right, here we go. So again, Yahoo Life. This is Yahoo Life United Kingdom, UK. Kathy Harrington, right? So this was Monday, July 11th at 7:13 a.m. So that's your byline or whatever. Sugar daddy searches soaring. 48% spike in people looking to meet rich men online. And they got the picture of whoever dude is. So yeah, it's like the website sugardaddy.com has seen a 48% rise in new UK members waiting to meet a sugar daddy compared to the same period in 2021. Almost a 50% increase, y'all. 48% rise. Wow. The online dating site, founded 20 years ago, describes itself as high quality dating site for attractive single women and successful men who have financial security and confidence. Sugar site. A spokesperson from the site believes that the sharp spike in interest could be due to the current cost of living crisis in the UK. Britain's inflation rate hit 9.1% in May, a new 40-year high. So, you hear people talking about the recession is here. The world is so small now, so no one's on an island anymore. So, if it hits one spot, it's going to hit all. So this recession is probably hitting a little harder right now in the UK. People, it's coming here. It's technically already here. So we can expect something like this. And I don't even think I can make the change. I do have, just looking at the stock market today, just, as of 10 minutes ago, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 347.49 points, which is crazy. NASDAQ is down 97.61. S&P 500 is down 39.41. I haven't even looked at crypto. I haven't looked at Bitcoin. I looked at Bitcoin, I want to say yesterday, last time I looked at it, it was in the 19,000 somewhere, and it was also trending down. So it's coming, y'all. It's coming. So with the cost of, with the cost of living on the rise and inflation threatening to go beyond the peak in May, sugardaddies.com is seeing evidence that people are becoming more open-minded and investive in their approach to retain even more, improve their lifestyle, said spokesperson from the site. So they're being more and more inventive on their approach to retain and really level up. They would actually want to do better, right? Again, hypergamy is a thing. It's a great thing. I think that is a strong dating strategy. I ain't mad at hypergamy. I ain't mad at all. But this is what it is. This is what it do. So, of course, while sugardaddy.com is largely geared towards women looking to meet men, there are also several sites that cater to older women looking to meet younger men, such as toyboywarehouse.com. I've never heard of Toy Boy Warehouse. Um, but yeah, it looks like it's a thing. And yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess there are women of status out there, wealthy women who want men, and they're willing to, uh, I guess, share their resources with said men. That kind of goes against the norm. That kind of goes against social norms. But I mean, it might be the beginning of a new norm. Women like sugar mamas. While the site always sees a glut of new membership in the New Year period, a time when people are notoriously cash strapped after Christmas, uh, this continual growth has been consistent month on month this year. A spokesperson for SugarDaddies.com said, "We always see an upturn in members joining around New Year's period, but this current growth trend is far higher than our predictions." So that's crazy. So end of the year, holiday time, Christmas, people go out, they're doing their thing, they're spending all their money, holidays, buying gifts for family and friends and whatnot. New Year's rolls around, they're cash straps. So generally speaking, that's when they see spikes on the sugar sites. Again, I'm not part of that world, so I never really gave it much thought. But wow, it makes sense. Right? I mean, I get it. Like, yo, I need some bread. Let me join this sugar site and let me, you can't even say finesse. It's like, let me work my hand. Let me play this game and try to get this bread, from these wealthy men. If I'm a woman, I mean, if you're a woman, and I guess if you're a young, poor guy, let me try to finesse these or get this bread from these wealthy, older women. That's something. The site surveyed new members who joined from March 2022 onwards to understand more of the results. Reveal the financial security is a key factor when looking for a partner. The results leave no question that people are joining to meet a successful person whose life circumstance is less affected by the current economic conditions in recession-proof dating. Wow, it's recession-proof dating. Wow, that's that's you see, I'm speechless. I'm just kind of looking at this, right? I'm like, it's a head scratcher. Like, this is people playing this out. So it's like Guy Ritchie says. Guy Ritchie's famous actor, Snatch, the movie, is one of my favorite movies. The posters behind me on the wall there. Guy Ritchie said something like this. I'm paraphrasing, but he was basically in an interview. He was saying, "We're born into the game. Life is a game. You in it. You were born into it. There's no way you can run away from it." So I'm just kind of watching this, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? It is a game, and this right here, this game requires money. If you want to live a certain lifestyle, if you want certain experiences, you're gonna need that bread. You want to dress a certain way, if you know what I mean. You want to travel, you're gonna need that bread. So, wow. So, study findings. The research carried out by the website produced some fascinating results. 72% of people said they had experienced or are experiencing financial challenges as a result of inflation. Yeah, and it's just starting. Absolutely. We see it in America. The cost of everything has gone up, right? You're looking at, gas went up. The cost of oil went up, so gas went up. Everything in this country moves by truck. Diesel prices are up. So that means everything that you can possibly do in America, you're going to pay more for, right? You're paying more at the pump. You're paying more at the grocery store, especially for healthy foods. It costs a lot of money to eat healthy, as opposed to just going to McDonald's or Burger King to get some fast food and just ruin your life that way and gain all that weight. I got an upcoming show on that. I haven't put it on my big board yet, but I got an upcoming show on that when we're talking about obesity in America and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, this recession is going to hit real hard. For those people who bought their homes and experienced this crazy run up, y'all good. For those people who are trying to buy right now, a little more of a challenge. For people who are buying doors and renting them out, you're still going to do good. People still got to live somewhere. But everything is more expensive, like building materials more expensive. If you got a contractor that's coming in to put in a new bathroom or to upgrade something in your house, right? The quote you may have gotten at the beginning of this year is way less than the quote you will get today because, everything is more expensive. So yeah, everyone is going to be hit by this inflation period. And you're looking at, man, if they do everything right, and by they I mean political people, the Fed especially, if they don't print any more money here in America, it's be like 18 months or so. 18 months to 18 to 24 months tops. And I'm no expert. It's just reading and going out here talking to folks. George Gammon, the rebel capitalist, go to his YouTube, George Gammon. Go check him out. He speaks on this all the time. He makes a lot of sense. This is a guy who, self-made man, has done really well for himself. He did really well in real estate in America. He sold all of his real estate holdings. He's in Colombia now, and he's making moves down there. And his thing is just like, yeah, the key to getting rich, buy cheap, sell high. He was just brilliant. Buy cheap, sell high. But anyway, these are the people that I'm listening to. I'm talking to friends of mine that I know they're out there making moves, and they're all pretty much saying the same thing. So yeah, this recession is gonna hurt us all, but the people at the bottom are gonna get absolutely decimated by this. So yeah, then I guess this is a way for them to come out. When asked why they joined, 68% of people who joined said they did so to find a partner with financial stability. Wow. Financial stability. And it's like, okay, what is that? Exactly. Like what? I guess that can mean different things to different people. The next bullet point, ask if financial status before now have been important when looking for a partner. 87% said they would not normally prioritize the financial position of a potential partner, but are doing so now because of the financial climate. Huh. I'm just letting that sink in because I'm thinking about that, and it's like, huh. I don't know. I would venture to say that most women do take that into consideration, like how much her potential partner is going to be. And when you were talking about, she's talking about merging with some guy, I'm sure that plays a factor. How much does this guy earn? What's this guy's potential? I'm sure that plays a factor, especially if she has some means. But next bullet point, other qualities still matter though, with the usual suspects like sense of humor, honesty, ambition, and independence all being high on people's wish list. A staggering 87% of new members said a prosperous financial position mattered, while 59% cited looks and attractiveness as most important. 87% of new members said their prosperous financial position mattered. And then like 59% cited that looks or attractiveness are most important. Wow. And I mean, I wonder if they haven't broken this down by gender or anything like that. I think they're just talking to the masses, but I'm sure that most, when I mean most, 99.5% of the people they're talking to are women, because you would figure heterosexual women are going onto these sites. I'm sure there are guys on there who are alternative lifestyle. I can't even call it alternative anymore. I guess the LGBTQ plus alphabet clan, people who are into same-sex stuff, gay, lesbian, or I guess lesbians wouldn't be on there. I don't know. I mean, I think there are other people like gay folks who are on here, but I think the majority of the people that they're talking to are women, in particular young women. But, that's crazy. And I wanted to jump on here and see some comments. Miss AKA lady, fresh food is dumb expensive. Yes, bell peppers cost $4 a pepper and $11 for watermelon. Jesus, what's going on out there in over there in your part of Central Florida, girl? Crazy, crazy, crazy. You almost need 2 incomes nowadays. My goodness. $11 for a watermelon? You need to come to Tampa and pick you up. They got some farmers to be selling watermelons on the side of the road out here. Not quite $11, and they're huge, huge seedless great watermelons. They sell strawberries and stuff like that. Girl, you paying $11, right? Yo, Uncle Saint will pick you up a couple watermelons. Girl, you just got to come get them. Wow. And the peppers, $4. Is it $4 a pepper, or is it $4 for like a 3-pack? Because I mean, it's just my daughter and I, and it's summertime, so she's with her mom most of the time. In fact, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to get my little girl. I ain't seen her in forever. I can't wait to see her. You know what I mean? She's definitely the love of my life. You want to make me happy, just have my daughter walk in the room. I light up like a Christmas tree. But wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you need 2 incomes for food. Brother Jason's in the house. What's good, brother? What's good? Thanks for coming through, showing the love. I appreciate it. And another one of my day ones. Thank you so much. Man, Miss AKA Lady. Wow. This is a lot of money. Jeez. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So yeah. $4 for a pepper. But I grow my own now. You smart, girl. You about to hit a lick. Shoot, how much room you got in that garden? We might have to come out there. I can invest in some seeds. You need a business partner? At $4 a pepper, I might have to get out there and start cranking. You know what I'm saying? Man, and $11 a watermelon, you need to make some room for some watermelons to come up. My goodness, $4 a pepper. Man, and I do like my peppers now. When I got my chicken, I like to saute some peppers in there, the red and green peppers in there, sometimes the yellow ones. It's good stuff. I'm gonna have to start paying attention to what I'm spending in the grocery store. But yeah, but you make a really good point, love. You almost need 2 incomes nowadays, and that's where this article comes into play. This is why people are going out there, seeking, more people of income. So, and that's and that was the end of the article there. I was just lightweight stuck on that 87% of new members said a prosperous financial position mattered. Right. And there you go right there to your point. That's your 2 income thing right there, Mr. AKA. You just to get through this. So, the thing is this. If you engage a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, right, which I'm pretty sure is not a lot of them out there. I'm gonna do a little research to see just how many sugar mamas are out there. I just can't believe it's that many. But if you engage in this, right, okay, financial pressure is here, is hitting you. You need to, you're an attractive young woman, you're an attractive woman, period. All right, I need to lock down a guy who got some means. Okay, so you do that for 18 to 24 months. Okay, recession's over. What do you do then? Do you dump the guy? You don't need him anymore? You discard him? Like what happens then? That's my question. What happens then? It's already tough dating, and now with the internet and the world being so small, like we can see what's going on. These guys are means they can see what time it is. So if the dude doesn't have game, and there's a lot of guys on those sugar sites that really don't have game. They're flexing with their money. They're leading with their wallet. I guess that the money that they lose doesn't bother them as much because they got it. But it has to take a toll on them emotionally. I know it does. Candace M is in the building. What's good? What's good? One of my favorite moms over there in the Fresh and Fit world. DL saying good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well, my love. I didn't watch the late night show last night, but I did watch the early show. And I thought it was a pretty good one. The Fresh and Fit, Myron and Fresh, we're talking about this TikToker, this woman who was like 5'5" or something like that, maybe 5'7", 260 pounds. And she was upset because she couldn't go horseback riding, I guess, with a group of friends or something like that because she's too heavy. Okay. That makes sense to me. You want to look out for the horse. You don't want to break the horse's back. So they did a show on this, and they were really on to something on that particular show. Like people today refuse to take accountability for the situations that they're in. Right? If you're 5'7", 260 pounds, you don't need to be riding a horse. You need to be controlling your calories. You need to watch what you eat. Right? You need to lose weight. It's unsafe. It will kill you. But instead of doing that, you want to get mad at a business for not allowing you to put your 260 pounds on the back of this horse. You can hurt the horse, right? It's bad business. It's bad for the horse. And then you get mad at the business for enforcing its own rules. You're the one that weighs 260 pounds. So I don't get that. And you go to TikTok? I'm never on TikTok. I don't do TikTok. I mean, Instagram, social media is evil, but TikTok is like the most evil thing I've ever heard of. It's so mindless. I don't rock with it at all. I really don't. If you see me with a TikTok account, that means that the I Really Want to Know podcast is blown up to a point where it's been taken over by another entity, and that entity has gone to TikTok because at that point it's only about making money. I really don't like TikTok. I don't understand how grown-ups get on there. And the stuff that I see is crazy. But yeah, shout out to you, Candace. Thanks for coming in. Joey Cracks in the house. Yeah, what's good? Dallas in the house tonight, you know what I mean? Or today, I should say. DL saying salute to you, brother. You know what I mean? Like I said, I see y'all out there. I see y'all making it happen, man. Like, keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all keep doing what y'all doing out there in Dallas, man. Keep pushing. Get to the front, and when you get there, keep leading from the front. You know what I mean? I got my eyes on y'all, bro. Like Tupac, all eyes on me. So there was another article I wanted to jump on and share. Let me find this thing. It's a lot going on. But yeah, I was talking about Fresh and Fit last night. Their early show, they're, talking about this woman who's really big. Hey, people, we need to really, we really need to look in the mirror and figure this out, man. Like, you 260 pounds and you mad because they won't let you ride the horse and it's their fault? No, go lose that weight. Maybe that's the motivation you need to drop those pounds. So it is what it is. So it was another article that I read a couple of weeks ago, I want to say. Now we do this one. It was a couple of weeks ago. Let me see. Let's pull this up. And it was talking about dating. Let me see if I can't. There we go. Tired of swiping left, singles are turning to new matchmaking services for dating. Now, this is published July 4th. I read it around that time frame. I can't remember exactly what day I read it. Jessica Berzanskini. I know I messed that last name up. I am so sorry, love. But, I work with what I can work with, man. Cincinnati public school education is what I'm working with here. So I'm sorry for hacking up your name. But this was a pretty cool article in a sense that it's really showing how the dating landscape is going full circle. And you'll see what I mean when we get into this. Key points. Some singles sick of endless swiping of dating apps or going back to an older method, matchmakers. Full circle. It used to start there. It used to be matchmakers before social media. Now we're going back to it. A new breed of apps and companies are looking to bring matchmaking to a new with more ease, to a new generation with more ease. Everyone's just excited. And Lily Montazer, co-founder of New York City speed dating startup. And here's the thing, like, speed dating was a big thing. I think I've talked about it on this platform. You go into a room, there's a bunch of tables set up. There's a chair on either side of the table, small little tables. Kind of think like a chess tournament kind of thing. All these tables set up, and there's a clock in the middle of the table. And you'll have an equal amount of men and women that sign up for the event. They show up, and you get X amount of time at each table, and you're guaranteed to talk to each woman that's on the list to go to the event. And they give you pen, paper. You can take notes. People are wearing name tags or whatever. Sometimes they have their name tags, and then like it'll be a number, like 1 through 10 for the men, and then 1 through 10 for the women or whatever. So they match everybody up. So you sit there and you talk and whatever, and then it's like bing, you move to the next table. So speed dating. I remember the first time I heard about speed dating, I want to say it was in the late 90s, mid to late 90s. big fad. Everyone was doing it. Um, but then, social media came and all that changed. But it's funny how we go full circle. Swiping left to keep looking is easy. So is swiping right to like someone. But there's only so much swiping some people can take, especially when they have nothing to show for it. So a growing number of singles are deciding to trust an older source of date finders, matchmakers. Professional matchmakers have been around for decades and are ingrained in our culture. Just look at how Millionaire Matchmaker was ran for 8 years, starting in 2008, right? So just look at the show. And I remember watching an episode or two of Millionaire Matchmaker, and the Millionaire Matchmaker business model never really went anywhere. Even with social media, it never went anywhere. Like, these people pay a lot of money to meet a certain type of woman and or man. And that's always been there. It's just, I guess it's just coming back. Unlike the app economy, traditional matchmaking services often cost thousands of dollars, making them inaccessible to a wide swath of the population. Yeah, that's why the millionaires kept doing it. It is expensive. You're paying for filters. You're paying for someone to just filter down to a small group that you might be interested in. And here's the thing: a lot of those dudes, it's just another way of sourcing. Like, for the guys who go on, hire a matchmaker, they'll just go out there and just smash. There was one show I was watching where the matchmaker actually smashed the client, which I thought was unprofessional. But at some point, the matchmaker was a serious playboy. He smashed every woman that came into his path. So he was on a date with the woman that was set up by the matchmaker. They flew in his jet from LA to Vegas. On the flight from LA, it was the woman that was set up to be with him, and he had another woman on the bird going to Vegas, and the matchmaker herself was on there, who was hot. He got all these women. He going to Vegas. He was just doing his thing. And the poor woman she's like, I'm on this. I did this in good faith, and this guy is just trying to smash. Dude didn't even care. Like, what's up? You can get in this or not, whatever. I just thought it was funny. It was funny. Dude was doing his thing. There's an emerging core of apps and companies looking to bring matchmaking to a new generation, mixing old methods with modern technology. I mean, there's money in it. People are lonely. People are lonely. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to address, I figured I might have some comments. So I want to jump on here real quick. Joey Crack. Her parents failed her straight up and down. Yeah, yeah, probably. Candace M. If more fathers were involved in the vetting processes of their daughter suitors, we wouldn't have the need for dating apps and matchmaking services. We need fathers in the home. You need leadership. You need strong fathers. There are a lot of men out there who are, they're good men. They take care of their family. But they haven't earned the respect. Yeah, I think respect's a good word, because they get run over by the wife. So they're kind of out of the loop. So the child, the girl, she loves her dad, but she doesn't really respect his input. So even though he's trying to help her out, saying, hey, this is, what you should be doing, he's trying to get involved in the vetting process. Mom is just strong arming him, like, shut up, sit in the corner. You know what I mean? She's deboning his ass. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I agree. We need effective leadership from mom and dad. And yes, both parents should be involved in the vetting process, especially dad. But it's the world we live in. It's hard. I mean, I'm a single dad. My daughter is split between two households. And yes, I'm going to be, and I am currently involved in her development. She's a young teen. But in this home, I have it on lock. But when she goes to her mom, I don't know what she's doing over there. So, it's really difficult. But I agree with you, Candace. I mean, in a perfect world, yes, we would have strong men and women raising their children, being a part of the vetting process. And right, we wouldn't need matchmakers. We wouldn't need these apps. We would have young women and young men who know who they are, strong sense of self, and we wouldn't be dealing with this fuckery. And just keep it 100. You know what I mean? So that's a good point, Candace. Miss AKA lady, a matchmaker smashing his client sounds predatory. Hey man, he's just doing his thing. It's all game. It's all game. And this was, man, I want to say this was like the early 2000s when I saw this episode. I can't remember what platform it was or what network. I can't remember. But dude was smashing the matchmaker. He brought another chick, a party girl, on the plane so it was 3 women and this guy. They were flying in the Citation, like one of the smaller Citations. Yeah, and because what caught my attention was they were flying out of my airport. That's why I even sat down and watched the episode. I'm like, yo, that's Van Nuys. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, I know that airplane. And of course, I just watched the entire episode. I'm like, dude, balling out of control. He was smashing everything that came into his path. And I ain't mad at him. That's game. Chalk it up to the game. Right? These guys are sought after. They have the leverage. It is what it is. As far as that poor woman who was on there and she felt a certain kind of way, I personally believe she smashed dude too. I think she smashed him on the first dates. They went out. He took her on a great date, all this kind of stuff. It was the second date, which she was, on the first date, like, hey, let's go to Vegas tomorrow. She was like, okay, let's go. I'm pretty sure he smashed the first night. She got on that plane thinking, you know what I mean? I got him. I gave him, you know what I'm saying? I gave him the Foxy Brown. I got him. And she gets on that bird and it's like, it's two other beautiful women on this plane. He was doing his thing. He got what he wanted. Like, baby, you welcome to the party. You don't like it? You can get off. She went to Vegas. I'm just saying, she went to Vegas. I thought it was hilarious. So let's get back to the story. One newcomer is Lots Club, a member-only dating app founded in 2020. Lots Club operates a subscription model charging $96 for 12 months. $96 for 12 months. Or is that $96 a month for 12 months? I wonder. The company offers all of its members access to matchmakers who can set users up with one another or give feedback on the person's profile. Kevich said thousands of people have used their service, but he didn't get more specific. Sounds like a brand new thing. This person is probably just happy to talk to a CNBC reporter, advertising for their startup. Professional matchmakers charge around $10,000 to $20,000 and aren't as familiar with the dating app struggles as a peer would be. Kevin wrote in an email, without offering details on Lots Club's success rate, I couldn't afford this. No one on our team could afford this, so we knew we had to make it more affordable and rebrand it to feel like friends helping you find dates. So I guess that is basically $100 for a year. That's not bad. What is it, $96 for 12 months? That's worth giving it a shot. I mean, you're basically paying for a go-between you, a buffer between you and the other people on the site. So you're out there trying to get hits. You're trying to figure it out as a guy. Like, well, how come I'm not getting more women, responding? Now you got someone who can say, hey, maybe if you made these tweaks to your profile, if you change these pics, that's not a bad business model right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's not a bad business model. They saw that, people didn't have the big bread, the $10,000 to $20,000 a year that most people need. They saw that and they're like, maybe we can do this. I wonder how they're doing. I'm gonna look them up after the show and see how they're doing. The company currently has 3 matchmakers and is hiring more. Again, that's a job you can work from home if you're computer savvy. I mean, that's not bad at all, actually. So the interest in matchmaking coincides with the rise of online dating burnout. The COVID-19 pandemic meant many daters were reduced to online options. Companies began to heavily invest in their audio and video features so users could date from home. Yeah, that was, that changed the world, shoving everybody in their house, protecting them from a flu that would kill 0.8% of the population or something like that. And that's a bad idea. But yeah, like making people stay home now, that was a bad idea. But with pre-pandemic activities opening up, not everyone wants to rely on hours of swiping to find a date. Instead, they're outsourcing that work to experts. Oh, okay. I think people are seeking out other options, and I've seen a lot more people talking and thinking about matchmakers. And as Ali Jackson, dating coach who built up a large Instagram following through the handle, and there's the handle there. Uh, Lily Montezer, co-founder of the New York City speed dating startup uh, Amber Club, put it another way. Everyone's just exhausted. She said Amber launched last year, hosts 2 to 3 events a month and at trendy locations across the city for a select group of 10 men and 10 women. Montezer and co-founder Victoria Van Ness vets a pair of 20 people for the event based on who they would be a good fit, who they think would be a good fit, though they casually throw in a wild card. All right, so I mean, so you see what's going on here. You got all these people coming up with these innovative ways to get folks offer apps and dating on their platform, which is a kind of a mix of a little bit of the app world, but you know we're gonna be the go between. We're gonna help you find these people. And then you look at some of these events, like you know they got applicants that'll pay $60 application fee, an additional $150 for each event if they're chosen. So they're making this thing like, you know, it's hard to get into. You got people wanting to pay $150 just to come in, right? You're like, oh, you got chosen, you got to go. So, I mean, look at that, $210 just to go to one event, right? And they're like, their acceptance rate is about 200 members in his database. Not a whole lot of people. So they want to make it real exclusive, and people are like, oh, you got to be a part of this. You know, and they're like, matchmakers are also talking on the role of part-time dating therapists. Part-time dating therapists. Like I didn't realize how much trauma there was in just general world of dating in today's world. I mean, now we start to slide into this victim mindset. I mean, all right, people are just making, I'm just kind of looking at this thing. There's a lot of money to be made, right? There's a lot of money to be made. People are tired of, you know, yeah, I'm done with this. People are tired. They're tired of what's going on with the dating world. They're swiping. They get it. Right? A lot of women out there are swiping on these, you know, these 1% dudes. These 1% dudes are coming in there smashing them, right? Pumping and dumping, and they're leaving. And these women, you know, they get on that carousel. They get smashed by 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes, however many dudes. You know what I mean? And then they're like, I don't understand what's wrong. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go back to the traditional ways of you know, a matchmaker. Same thing's going to happen, though. Same thing's going to happen. It's just going to take a little more time. That's all. So, I mean, that's just crazy. We got Lincoln in the house. What's good, brother? Ben Banks in the building. Yeah. What's good, man? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate the support. We're just talking about the dating world right now. There is so much money to be made out there if you're trying to make money. People are lonely. People are frustrated. People don't know how to connect because they don't possess the skills. They don't. Like, folks have a hard time just going up to people, just meeting people. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? You know, you look nice. Paying a real compliment. People don't know how to strike up conversations, right? But they do know how to hide behind their computer. They know how to hide behind their phone. They could be as big as they want to be. They could say what they want to say, right? And they feel good in their little bubble because they feel safe. You know what I mean? But here's the deal. Real life, man. It ain't safe out there. You got to go out there and face it. Deal with it. Take it. You know what I mean? Dish it out. You know what I mean? You're going to sit here and be safe in front of your computer. You think you're safe? Come on now. You know what I mean? Like, don't be scared, man. Get out there. I tell dudes all the time, especially in the red pill world. They read, you know what I mean, the mystery method. They read all of the books out there. You know what I mean? They'll read Unplugged Alpha. Shout out to Rich Cooper. Great book. You should read it if you haven't. You know what I mean? Bachelor Pad Economics. Shout out to Aaron Clary. Rational Male, Rollo Tomasi. They'll read these things, right? And then The Way of the Superior Male. They'll read these things. And then they'll write down their little notes, step, 1 through 10 on how to approach a woman, cold approach, night game, day game, doggy game, this game, that game, all this kind of game. They're using other people's words and they're finding some success. And I tell cats all the time, man, at the end of the day, the bottom line is this, bro. You got to have confidence. Guys are like, oh, man, I got to get taller. I gotta find ways to appear taller. I got to stay in the gym. Yeah, you want to be in shape. You know what I mean? You definitely want to be in shape. You definitely want to look the best you can, but you want to be the best person you can, the best version of yourself. I believe in all that wholeheartedly. But when y'all come up with these bullet points, hey, there's this checklist, and you go out there and you run this game, which is someone else's game. It's not yours, right? You're running someone else's game. And then you might get a little bit of success, but at the end of the day, it's all about how many women you approach and your confidence. I don't go out there with a checklist. I'm going to talk to somebody, man. Like when I go into a spot, if I'm in a spot, I'm chilling. If I feel like talking to women, I'm going to start with the finest woman in there. I'm going to hit on her first. I'm going to start there and I'm going to work my way down. Simple as that. I know how to start a conversation. I know how to listen, right? I understand all this stuff about female nature, and that's cool. And I sit back and I run my game. You got to run your game. It's like basketball, football, but any sport, you have to run your game. Right? You sitting down playing chess, you got to run your strategy. Run your game. That's it. That's the bottom line, fellas. And game is great, but confidence trumps all in my book. Just be confident, man. If you want to try to use these dating apps, if you want to try to use a matchmaker, if you want to try these, the speed dating, the lock and key dating, whatever, that's fine. But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to talk to women, you're not going to have success. You're not. You can lead with your wallet if you want to, but if you're going to do that, you might as well just go pay a professional. Guaranteed to get what you want. You know what I mean? If you simply trying to just smash, you just want the Foxy Brown. All right. If you're going to pay for it, pay for it. Go on to get you a dime, pay for it. If that's what you want to do. But understand you're not going to find that fulfillment that way. You're going to get one off and feel good. You get that clarity. But you're not going to ever be that dude who walks into the room with the finest woman you've ever seen and she won't even talk to nobody else. And the room's full of millionaires and billionaires and she waiting for her dude to come back. And the guy he's 100,000 there. But in that room, right, none of that money don't mean nothing. You're in a room full of wealthy men and you walk in with the finest woman on your arm and she won't budge from your side. That's what them other guys would be like, all right, that dude's a real player right there. What does Andrew Tate say? He's a big G. I mean, it's funny to say that, but I think a lot of women hate hearing that. It's like, oh man, is that the only thing? I'm like, look, that's how it works, bro. I've been in plenty of rooms with powerful men. And I had these guys coming up to me like, yo, bro, that's a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? Just want to show let me get you a drink or whatever. That's cool. Thanks, bro. You know what I mean? You get to talking to them and they start asking you questions. They want to analyze your game. How did you do that, bro? You know what I mean? Because they done already hit on her and she wasn't having it. Right? I can't tell you how many dudes are like, oh man, I offered to buy her a drink and she got a Hennessy. Right? She got a cognac. She got whatever. I'm like, yeah, for me. That's how we roll. He's like, bro, shake your hand. It's all game, man. And I'm not bragging or anything like that. I'm just telling you, if you got game, you can do these things. You don't need all the books, man. Just pay attention to what's going on, man. Be you. Be you. But yeah. And then this part is for the players out there. Yo, hit these joints, right? Go to the meetups. I wouldn't pay a whole lot of money. I wouldn't be paying $150 plus a $60 registration to go to some event like that. I wouldn't do that. That's just not worth it. But if you pay $100 for the year and they have events or whatever, you can get on there, I would do that. I would definitely do that. You know what I mean? Be able to decipher who's just getting bread. But like you When you got game, though, you just get a guy that comes in there, he got game. That's letting the wolf loose in the hen house. He gonna wreck shop, right? It don't matter how much money he has. He's confident he's gonna go in there. He know how it works. He's gonna run his game. He's gonna come out of there with something. You know what I mean? He might not smash that night, but he's definitely gonna come out of there with some strong leads. So it's a numbers game at the end of the day, fellas. It's a numbers game. And ladies, I respect y'all and I respect y'all game wholeheartedly. I might have to join a sugar site just so I can, run my little finesse game and see who's popping in me. I'm not taking care of nobody, but hey, all's fair in love and war, right? So I might have to get on here. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. I might have to do that. I might have to do the sugar site game. I've never done it before, but I might have to start, especially after that article from the UK. Like all these people, almost 50% increase in people who are jumping, women jumping on these sites. Ladies, y'all setting yourself up for failure. I mean, if she fine enough, she can get a dinner. You know what I mean? We can get a little something to eat. I mean, if she a dime, we can even get something nice to eat after we do the deed. That's just how that's just how I see it. Miss AK, A lady. Now that's big facts. Confidence, big energy, mature, calm personality. Yeah. Confidence trumps all. Trumps all. I was just telling that to Money Mike. When Mike caught up with me down in Miami. Shout out to Mike. You know what I mean? Confidence trumps all. That's it. You confident, you are within your frame, and you handle your game, you'll be just fine, bro. You'll be just fine. I was shooting at some chick, beautiful young woman in Miami. This was Monday night. I'm at Blackbird. She was definitely the finest woman there. Like I said, man, I shot, I hollered at her real quick, said what I had to say. Nothing. She was fine. She knew she was fine. I don't know why she was in this particular bar. I don't know what she was looking for, but I ain't get mad. All right, I said what I had to say. I moved on to the other side of the bar, bumped into two more dimes. Spent the rest of the night with them. We had a blast. It was so much fun. Dancing, kicking it, drinking. You know what I mean? Just vibing, I guess is what the young kids say. We had so much fun. I got talking to mass people in the spot. I'm getting folks to join and follow me on this. Like, hopefully they're out watching the show right now. Shout out to, what was it, Kiki? Right? And Abby, what's up? Shout out to y'all. I hope y'all on here. Right? That's how it works, man. It's a numbers game. I would have worked. It was only a handful of women in there. But here I am. I'm with these two women. Now I got all the other women in here, including the woman I just tried to talk to, all looking like, oh man, he's not a weirdo. Man, maybe I should have talked to him a little bit. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I ain't mad. I kept it moving. And if you're out there short, if you see me again, you can still get on. I ain't taking you nowhere though. I ain't buying you no drinks, nothing like that. But you can come by the telly. You know what I mean? Come check me out. We can do that. Because dudes remember. Ladies, keep that in mind. I'll give this one piece of advice and then I'm going to get off. Ladies, treat every dude you meet cool. Be cool with him up front. Chat him up for a hot second. Just be cool. Because you don't know who that cat is. He could be the guy. He could be. You don't know. But if you come at him sideways and he's a real G, he's going to be like, okay, nice talking to you. He's going to walk away. Now, if you bump into him again, he going to remember that, right? And his whole game is going to be, I'm just going to blow this chick's back out. I'm going to let her believe whatever she wants to believe. I'm going to put this pimp game on her. I'm going to get her to the crib, blow her back out, and send her on her way. Because he's still like, because she came at me sideways the first time. Oh, and now because she knows I'm driving this exotic, or I'm down with this crew over here, or I got this business going over there, and this and that. Oh, now you interested? And it can't, a lot of women, sometimes they don't even be about that. They just had a bad moment or whatever. The guy before was an asshole, whatever. They just didn't know how to handle it. But the guy's thinking like, oh, she thinks she all that. All right, I'll sit back and wait. And when I catch up with her again, it's on. So keep that in mind, ladies, right? Your actions can and will be used against you. in this thing we call the game. Act Ozzy, what's good, brother? This is the bro, I can't even say it. You see what I'm saying? This is the perfect personification of abundance mindset. Thank you, brother. And everyone needs to have that abundant mindset. Right? I've been living red pill tenets my whole life. I didn't know what red pill was until a year and a half ago. No idea. But this is how I've been living, because I figured it out young. I never needed money. When I was doing the best in the streets, I barely had 2 nickels to rub together, but man, we was rocking it. We was tearing it up from Cincinnati to Louisville, you know what I mean? From Dayton to Detroit, all the way down to Miami, Atlanta, DC. We was killing it. This is before social media. We get in the car and just drive. We get down there, we running that. Damn, how you doing, Lush? What's up, what's up? I used to grab them, like as they walk by, oh, hold on. They turn around, hit them with a little game, you know what I'm saying? Blase, blase, it's on. My out-of-town game was incredible because I didn't live there and I knew how to hold a conversation. And I was in the streets, man. I'm straight on the block still. So we chilling in Atlanta, down on Peachtree. You know what I mean? Just kicking it. Talk to shorty, oh, you ain't from down here. Where you from? I'm from Cincinnati, man. We just down here for a couple days. Oh, really? All the time it was on. Because she could do what she need to do with me and have to worry about nothing. It wasn't going to circle back. It wasn't going to get back to her. I wasn't going to bump into none of her people. She wasn't going to bump into none of mine. It was perfect. I ain't never say nothing. Shh. Quiet as kept, all is well. Now everything is online. It's out there. They put everything online. They're filming everything. It's out there. If I'm looking online, if I'm looking on Instagram and I see a video of some woman pulling her shirt up in the club, bouncing it off of her friend or whatever, you know what I mean, got her face down, ass up, and I bump into her and she's supposed to be all, oh, I'm a lady and this and that. Okay. If you say so, I'm smashing. OnlyFans. Come on, y'all doing OnlyFans? I can only come at you a certain kind of way. OnlyFans. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Candace M. Hit the like button, family. Thank you so much. W Podcast DL. Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoying it. You know what I mean? I've come to the end. We've done an hour. I just wanted to pop on real quick. We got a big show coming up, 6 o'clock East Coast time. My brother Rook is going to be on here, and we're talking about female warriors throughout history. So we're going to go way back. And then Act Ozzy, yeah, red pill is the only thing, is only a thing in the first world. Real talk. Real talk. This is definitely the stuff that we're going through with dating and all that. First world problems. First world problems. People are just unhappy. Why? Maybe we've come away from our traditional roles. Maybe it's a problem, right? I mean, I'm not a very religious person, but read the Bible, read the Old Testament, read the Torah, read the Quran, and they talk about how one should live. The life that they're talking about in these texts is the polar opposite of the way people are trying to live today in the first world. Hey, you think there could be something there? Huh? I'm not very religious, but I can read this. I was talking to Rook about the Egyptians. We know, based on reading letters from hieroglyphs back then, that the Egyptians went through the same thing that we're going through now. They had the same issues with relationships, not working, and the daughter coming back home, and the mom and the dad are mad because now they got to figure out how to feed a mouth that they thought they had gotten rid of, and the woman got kicked out because she was the village 304. You know what I mean? She getting her back blown out by the Pharaoh's guard. Her husband finds out. She has to go. So it's already there. We look at history. You know what I mean? Like, people talk about women getting over in this 304 culture. Women have always been getting over. Women know they can smash any dude they want. They know this. They come across a guy they want to smash, they gonna do it. But back in the day, in our generation, it was quiet as kept, right? They ain't put it out there for the whole world to say. They didn't go on TikTok talking about the nasty stuff that they were doing. Talking about, yeah, I had sex with the Uber driver while my boyfriend was passed out in the back seat. You had sex with a complete stranger while your boyfriend is passed out in the back seat, and you just said this on the internet? Nah. Yo, I don't care if you only did it one time. You can't say stuff like that and think there's not going to be any consequences behind that. You 23 years old now. By the time you hit 43, just start buying you some more dogs. Just start buying you some more dogs. Han is in the building. What's up? What's up? Thanks for coming through. So, all right, I'm done. That's all I wanted to say today, y'all. I just wanted to talk about that sugar daddy thing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will definitely, I will link that UK article below for those who are catching this on the replay. Peace to everybody who's in here tonight. Act Ozzy, Han, Candace, M, Miss AKA Lady. Much love to you with them $11 watermelons, girl. We need to talk. We need to start opening up a forum or something. You know what I mean? Lincoln Banks in the house. Thank you so much, Joey Crack, for coming through. Brother Jason up in this joint, Nigerian Flex. And all y'all really appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I'll see y'all 6 o'clock East Coast time, 3 o'clock West Coast time. Come through and let's talk about warrior women with Rook throughout history. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.